The following contest is a tables, ladders, and chairs match. On the way to the ring, from Boise, Idaho, Torrie Wilson. And the opponent, from Harlem, New York, weighing in at 487 pounds, Viscera.
Nice reversal. He saw that one coming.
Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight.
Nice quick counter.
Talk about adding insult to injury. And these fans love it.
Yeah, well, you know what? He better worry more about the injury and less about the insult until his match is over.
I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight, Taz.
It's a great thing to hear, Cole. I'm all in favor of freedom of expression, whether I agree with what they're saying or not. These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're gonna win a match if you're out of gas 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent. Without it...
Oh, man, that's the one you're gonna feel tomorrow. And let me tell you, you don't feel anything right after it happens.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on. You know, you should let me train you. You could be Cruiserweight champion in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now. Great reversal!
I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out. But now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
Neither do I, Taz. And I think it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
No doubt, Cole. I've seen superstars get a huge advantage over their opponents and still lose the match because they got sloppy.
Anything can happen in WWE. An entire match can turn on one or two big...
You know, instead of showboating to the fans, maybe you should really keep your head to this match.
Come on, Taz. You're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match. Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You really got to watch out for your opponent when they get fired up like this. These superstars are on top of their game. Oh, man, look out. Let me tell you right now from experience, there aren't too many things that'll mess up your mush more than steel steps right in your face.
There certainly aren't, and you're going to need a few seconds to clear your head after something like that, if you can get them.
I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too, and I do agree with what they're saying, Taz.
Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not old.
This is dumb. Why is he risking everything by going up there? These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes also.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
So what you gotta realize, to make it in the WWE, this is not a job. This is a lifestyle. That's why you see so much passion for what they do in the ring.
And that's something you won't see anywhere else. With all due respect to every athlete and entertainer out there, no one gives as much of themselves to their fans as the WWE superstars.
Holy smokes, Cole! That table's in a million pieces! What a shot! That sent them both over the wall!
These superstars don't seem to care where they fight. I don't think that chair's going to be good for much after this match.
Well, it's good for what he used it for, and that's all that really matters. Yeah, that's it. Do it again.
I'm glad you're enjoying this. I can't say I am. Oh my, that's going to do some serious damage if someone doesn't stop this.
And who in their right mind would try to do that?
It seems like everywhere he goes, the crowd really gets behind Viscera.
Yeah, well, look at the size of him. This whole crowd could just fit behind him.
He's a big man for sure. He calls himself the world's biggest love machine, and he's got the ladies to back it up. Oh, man, I don't think that was ever meant to be used like that.
Maybe not, Cole, but I'll tell you what, it seems to be doing a trick. Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can't. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it.
Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
I couldn't tell you, Taz. I don't know if they've ever had anything this good on Raw.
Me neither. Because I guess that just makes sense. I mean, after all, SmackDown is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
And that's one of the few things we completely agree.
This is just dumb, Cole. You don't win a match by taunting your opponent to death.
I disagree, Taz. Getting the crowd on your side can be a huge psychological boost. Through the table. His opponent's in no shape to stop him now. What an impact. That's going to do some damage.
You're not kidding, Cole. That's gotta hurt like hell. Whoa! You see that?
This could result in a serious injury if no one stops this. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
No surprise there, Cole. The WWE fans ain't exactly known for keeping their opinions to themselves.
Top rope moves can win or lose you the match. There's very little middle ground. I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I locked into Taz's mission, that was it. End of story. It was over.
I think you're developing a selective memory in your old age, partner.
Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Oh, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover either. You gotta stay on him and wear him down.
But what about picking your spot? If you try to execute a badly timed move just because you want to stay on offense, that could have a disastrous result.
What a chair shot. Reminds me of the old ECW days.
If that's your idea of good old days, I'm glad I wasn't around for them.
I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight. Pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. That don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you, Cole, like they say, anything can happen here in the WWE.
Viscera isn't the likeliest ladies' man in the world, but I hear he does okay.
Well, sure, that's what he says, but, you know, in my experiences, the more a guy talks about it, the less he does it.
You're more than welcome to tell the world's largest love machine that you don't believe this hype test, but just make sure I'm at a safe distance when you do it.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
Spoken like a guy who's never been in there, Cole. Trust me, when it comes down to you or them, it's a whole different level of intensity.
I'll have to take your word for it, Taz. I honestly can't imagine a more electric atmosphere than the one in this arena right now.
Big Vince is just a freak of nature, no doubt about it.
Yeah, but that's not something you want to say to the big man's face.
No doubt. He'd squash you just as soon as he looked at you.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. Injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponent think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get.
Whoa, that table just flew apart. I'm surprised his opponent didn't, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? This guy might not have enough to kick out.
Here's your winner, Viscera